end of the first week of August, and I'm back here at Clumber Park looking for a familiar quarry which I haven't been able to find at all during the course of 2026. Will it be here? Well, I know that it is. Of course, I'm after the wasp spider, and this is the kind of habitat that the wasp spider prefers. Grassy areas, roadside verges, but in Nottinghamshire it's restricted presently to one tiny area of Clumber, not this one, although the habitat is perfect for wasp spider. But I need to do a little bit more walking down the roadside, but when I come back I will be coming back through this lot and having another look. Without a doubt, it is elsewhere in Nottinghamshire and elsewhere at Clumber, but we can't find it. I absolutely love coming here to Clumber, and I love this walk. I'm not so interested in the Lime Tree Avenue and the main area of Clumber. I like south of the lake, and I like this walk down here, down this access track. It's beautiful. It's lined with a range of trees and set within sort of parkland and woodland on one side. It's just a joy to walk down here, and best thing about it, it's always quiet. Today is a Sunday morning. A number of dog walkers have turned up, but they don't come down here. They just come into the park and spread out into other areas. It's always a joy to walk down here, and I'm just about at the area where I need to be now, part of the south lawns where my quarry awaits. Well, this is the area where they are, hopefully, over there. I don't think that they're in the Yonkers though, and they certainly haven't been, and there's been no sign of them having set up their webs in the Yonkers. But I will be having a look in amongst the bracken, but I think over there where the gorse and that bit of heather is, that's our best chance of success. Well, I've found one. It took a while to find, I must admit, but thankfully this one is in more or less in the middle of a stand of heather, and it's a female. The worrying thing is that this female has no egg sacs, and they should at this date. I understand that there are 3 here, so I'm going to have a good look once I've got some more footage of this fabulous spider. This is so well worth making the effort to come and see. I suppose it's not much of an effort for something that's less than half an hour, 20 minutes maybe, from where I live. This is always one of those dream species that when I took a liking to recording spiders, this was the one that stood out as not being in knots. And then I discovered that it was at a garden centre for at least a couple of years, imported from Italy. And then a male turned up at another garden centre a number of years ago, but there were no records of any wasp spiders in the wild until 2 or 3 years ago when they were found here at Clumber, and they've remained since. But I'm disappointed to see no egg sac with this female. But at least we have one female. And there are, I think, 2 more here, which I will look for. But they're difficult to get low down enough to be horizontal with them because of how and where they build. They're rather large orb web, but it's not obvious. You can barely see it, to be honest. They're easier to see when these have got a grasshopper as a meal all wrapped up. Fabulous to see. It's the most remarkable spider. A bit of a side view. What a smashing thing. We're so lucky to have these, but as I've mentioned, they must be elsewhere. They have to be elsewhere. They can't just be in this one little particular sort of open area on the south lawns. And indeed, Nick and Samantha Brownlee did find another one about half a mile away from here, but it was the only one at the time, and they've not been recorded in that particular enclosure. And it was grazed to hell the year that one was in there. So they are elsewhere, they have to be. Well, just look at that for a thing. I can't film this one from above, not unless I wait till the sun is from behind it. So we're looking underneath this lady here, and they are just as colourful and well marked as above, really. There was 3 different lemon yellow stripes on a brownish background. Very different, of course, to what you see from the upper side of this spider, but unfortunately with orb weavers you take your luck really with whether they're on the right side for filming or photographing or on the wrong side. This one's would be on the right side, but it's the sun in this early morning light that means I have to photograph and film from underneath. But it's some spider either way, from above or below. I can't see these being here next year. Not in this particular spot anyway. Maybe they're elsewhere in Clumber and are doing better than this particular small population. What a fabulous spider that is. And what a lovely view that is too. Providing you like these kind of things, of course. I'm just about to start and head back to the car and some light refreshments, but I thought I'd just have a sit down and look low and look through the tops of the grasses. Occasionally you can see wasp spider by doing that characteristic silhouette, but I found no more other than the 2 individuals that I found in the heather behind me. But at least I found 2 after coming on a number of occasions throughout the course of 2026 and thinking that they had gone. At least 2 are hanging in there, although I can't see the wasp spider being here this time next year. The lack of egg sacs suggests obviously a lack of males, and so if it doesn't turn up next year, we have lost wasp spider again. And although people will say, well, it's got to be in other parts of Nottinghamshire, I agree. But until it's found in other parts of Nottinghamshire, we've lost it. What we need is people actively looking for this species and recording it if they find it. So look forward to next year and several sorties around this area to see whether this magnificent spider can survive into 2027.